So today I'm going to interview my cousin. Her name is Shirley Ann. Her nicknames are Sam Sam, POTSKI.
Yeah, POTSKI.
We're going to interview her about her life and how she got here to Australia today. So,
Hi everyone.
So,
Yeah.
what's your name? Your date of birth?
Yeah. That
Your age?
really?
Your age. Go your
I'm
age.
37 and I'm turning 38 next month, 11th. And yeah, my name and my mother named me after her, my cousin, the one behind the camera. Her name is Karian, so she named after me. Oh, I was named after her because apparently my Auntie Vivian is the one who literally supported me when I was a baby, diapers, formula, and everything. So yeah, that was that's how it all started.
Okay.
That was so famous right
And how are you related to me?
Our cousin. So as I've said, she and I are cousin. My auntie is apparently my father's sister. So yeah, we're cousins.
So our family name derives from Undag.
Undag, yes. Filipino. I'm not sure. It's a typical Filipino name. I'd say it's more of like quite related to a Muslim tribe in Mindanao. It's Undag, and yeah, growing up, I didn't know much of the family history because we were uprooted from Mindanao to Luzon because my father, he's a soldier, so we're quite far away from the whole clan. But that's what I heard. So we're pretty much a Muslim bloodline.
In saying that, what does your family consist of? Siblings and
I do have my sister here. She's the eldest, so we've got 5-year gap. And then I'm the second one. I've got another sister, another brother, and another younger sister. And then we met 4 of my other half sisters from different mothers. Because my father used to spread his love too much.
So what are their names?
We've got Ate Sheila.
Yep.
Yeah, the big Sheila. And then I know...
So that's your half sister?
Yes, she's my half sister. She's in the Philippines, but flying back soon somewhere in Middle East, or I think Saudi. And Ate Rachel. She's in Kuwait, I think. And then we've got Kuya Jerry, who's in Mindanao, and I know Michael. Oh no, Mike. Mike, he's in the Philippines too.
What was your occupation when you were in Philippines? What was it? How did you go through university? What did you do?
Yeah, it was pretty cool because I used to be like, how do I explain? I don't focus on study when I was in elementary, and then I did quite seriously did good in high school, got a scholarship in uni, and yeah, I did study.
What did you study in uni?
Bachelor of Arts in History, which is, when I was younger, I want to be an archaeologist, something like that. But I then realized that it's pretty much expensive course in the Philippines, and they don't offer much opportunity if you have that degree. So yeah, apparently I was in the wrong job, but yeah, charge the experience because as long as there's available job opportunity, you will grab it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I worked twice, different company as a sales representative, and then I did move to Thailand for 6 years and teach there. It was pretty good.
What did
experience.
you teach there?
I did mainly as an English as second language. So I did taught from kindergarten to high school and stuff, government and private, and then I moved back the Philippines and I studied caregiving.
Why did you move back to Philippines after 6 years?
I'd say there's no growth in if you're a foreign teacher. I'm not sure to others because I'm not education graduate, although I've got a degree. It's very the difference of opportunity if you pursue teaching career to be something else. So I'd say teaching is a very rewarding job, but it's a never ending learning. And yeah.
So then you came back to Philippines. How long were you in Philippines for?
I think for a few years, and then work as a sales rep. Because my
Okay.
former boss, he kind of reached out. He's kind of like, whenever I go back home, he'd ask, like, where am I?
Uh-huh.
Because he's really keen on hiring me back. 'Cause, sales is pretty much okay.
Okay.
Working in sales is good as well. And yeah, COVID hits, and I was planning on going overseas because of I finished caregiving as well.
Okay.
COVID hits, and then I get the opportunity. I'm one of those, I'd say, lucky or blessed candidates that I applied for government to government caregiver job in Israel. So yeah, I was there for 6 months, half a year. Yeah, it was pretty intense back then.
Yeah, I remember it got that intense because of the war and everything that's
The
happening
war,
in there. And we wanted to get you out of there
Yeah.
because we were scared for your safety. Um,
I appreciate that though.
yeah,
Really.
yeah.
Really
And
do.
then you actually did come to Australia.
Yes.
And then what happened from there?
Prior to going here in Australia, I got approved. I didn't know that I got approval. I get visa approval August 2020 to August 18. I got approved, but I opened my email when I was about to apply to Israel.
Right.
So I went through Israel first, but my heart is pretty much heavy because I know there's something that's gonna happen. I'm not sure what it is,
Yeah.
but it did. Yeah, things happened.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I experienced stuff. It's not nice, but I'd say pretty much part of the learning process. Different culture, you'll be yeah.
So
Too traumatic.
I know you're saying it's traumatic. Are you able
Yeah.
to elaborate on that a bit more?
Well, not all as lucky as like, because when you say Israel, the people, especially Filipino people, we tend to like, that's one of our dream place to visit, which
Yeah.
is true though. It's a good place.
Is that because of the
The faith, religion, and stuff.
religion?
Yes,
Yeah.
true. Yes, that's partly. That's part of it. But when you are an employer relationship, that's the difference. Because you don't have the privilege to. You do have the privilege, but like instead of getting your day off, they pay you so you can work for them, and like they have their own life and stuff, and you take care of your elderly parents, which is part of the job. But being discriminated and molested at some point, and like you're being restricted or contained in a square room, it's pretty intense, I'd say.
Yeah,
Traumatizing. But
Yeah.
I had to check that, am I okay? I mean, is it really worth it?
Yes.
Because mentally draining, physically exhausting, emotionally not okay.
Yes.
And I think experiencing that kind of experience, I somewhat felt like, what if I'm in a different position? Why? How do I change this? And how come some of the Filipinos, they have this kind of like, they post, probably because it's social media, they post about their employer being this and that, and I don't have that. And I was like, oh, I wonder what it feels like to experience that kind of treatment, because apparently those employers that I was in that took me in, they were pretty much racist at some point.
Yeah.
One would say, you're not qualified enough, you're just Filipina, you're
Yeah.
not even a nurse. And as much as I want to talk back and answer, I mean, like, no use, because they already had this stereotype that Filipinos are prostitute, they would share stuff and
Yeah.
do that kind of stuff.
So they really look down on you.
At some point, yes. So it was confusing and mentally draining, because they want me, that certain employer, I mean, would definitely point out all the time that you should do this because you shouldn't do this because you're in Israel. You shouldn't do that because you're in Israel. You guys are this and that. And I'm like, okay. And I just cried and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But things turn out to be okay later on when I said my goodbye. because one employer took my passport and my driver's license.
Yeah.
So this is another struggle because it took me a while to get my passport from the Philippines sent back to Israel. And yeah, I did coordinate everything to the embassy, to my social worker, to my agency, but it's a long process.
Yeah.
But justice served, I believe.
Yes,
And
yes, I believe so.
it was. They don't believe that they were surprised when I said like I'm going, that I need to go, and by faith, I know that people are praying for me, and I'm really happy and blessed that I have a family here. It was Auntie Vivian.
Yeah, exactly.
And you guys.
Yeah. So from there, what happened?
From there, I did talk to my employer before I left and asked for like I want to forgive her. She did apologize, and the other employer, the one who, the last employer, she really cried a lot and says like, hey, I'm sorry, how I treated you. I treasure you. It's just that I'm just sad and crazy and stuff. That's what she said. I said I just gave her flowers before I go, and I said like, hey, it's all in the past. I'm applying anyway, so I hope everything goes well and you find someone that will definitely take care of you like the way you wanted, because I believe I did my best. Oh yeah, you did. It's just that I didn't take care of you. That's what she said.
Well, that's good that they realized that.
Yeah, so it was a very heartwarming experience because she could have treated me better, but yeah, her pain and everything is
Oh well, what's done is done.
It is, yeah.
So in that factor, when you came to Australia, did you come to Australia straight away, or
Yes.
did you? Yeah, okay. Yeah. So when you came to Australia, how did that eventuate out? Like, what did you end up doing? What are you doing now?
Yeah, I was on tourist visa, and it was there's a plan, but I don't know how I'm gonna start. Because this is what I'm planning to do and whatnot. And yeah, by fate, I did apply for a student visa. Because prior to me flying here, I already had an interview with an agent. They're pretty much like giving me an idea of how the paper works. And yeah, okay. And so yeah, we did the paperwork. It took me a while to get. They said like you can study. I did study prior to getting granted. Yeah, because in my visa condition, I can study for 3 months, and my agent did let me study for 3 months, then lodge my application. That's when I get the visa grant, and then I'm only allowed to work 48 hours per fortnight. That's basically standard for every international students.
Okay.
So I did aged care, which is another experience as well. And I'm studying diploma in community service.
Oh,
I'd
wow.
say it's worth it. I'd say because we Filipinos outside Australia, we over romanticize studying here, working here, or even outside Australia, even somewhere in like US, Canada, or outside the Philippines.
Yeah.
But they don't know the struggle of an OFW. OFW is overseas Filipino workers, right? They don't know that like it's also lonely. Well, I'm pretty much blessed. I thank God for that because I have my family here. I have Auntie Vivian. I have you guys. But compared to other same status as mine, they struggle with rentals. They struggle with double jobs. They struggle with employers as well. Because let's be realistic. Racism is everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Not only in Israel, not only in US, it's everywhere. Even here in Australia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good. There's always good and bad, but why would I focus on the bad where I can do something good? You know, like it really depends on the person. I'd say. Yeah, it was pretty interesting.
Okay, excellent. So, being that you've already done your nursing course, what could you be from that course? Like, what could your occupation be?
I could pursue a nursing. That's another thing. This thing here in Australia, they do need worker but the standard of the requirements is pretty much like intensive. They want you, because my studies is different from what they practice here and what they want to do in the actual job. So I had to, if I'm gonna pursue nursing, I need to do study again.
Okay.
Which would be an ideal, but practically speaking, I don't know.
What about your community services? So you're going to study,
Yes.
or you're
I'm
studying
still studying it.
Diploma of Community Services. Where can that lead you into the workforce here in Australia?
The reason why I'm keen on doing this is I'm inspired by Auntie Vivian. She basically studied everything that I'm studying right now. She has experience, and I said the way she works and everything she does, I said like that's what I'm looking forward. That's how I see myself in that's why I'm really keen on having my own driver's license here in Australia, because that would open opportunity.
Yes.
The first requirement is, do you drive?
Yeah.
And that kind of question is like a number one thing. If you don't, then the opportunity is like, even though you have the qualification, but if you don't drive,
It's then
and
limited.
especially being a coordinator, a care coordinator, a disability support worker, those kind of like related to what I'm studying, they require that. That's what I'm keen on doing.
Okay.
I want to be in that area we're in. It's the same as aged care, but with the one person, two, three clients only, and that's how I see myself in a few months or
So what do you see as your future in the next year or two?
I see that I'll be having to stay here longer. That this is my home.
Yep.
I'm not just being, how to call it, delusional and stuff, but I'm really positive on staying here longer, because I've been dreaming myself staying here longer in Australia.
So do you believe this is where you will end up living for the rest of your life? Or do you see yourself going overseas or anything?
If I'm gonna go overseas, that would be for just trip. But to envision myself as living here, that's 100% sure.
Oh, good.
I don't know where this confidence is coming from, but I really see myself staying and living here in Australia.
By the way, everyone, she is single. She's a very dedicated lady. I've gotten to know her more so in the past few years.
Yes.
And honestly, like, she's not in a hurry to be in a relationship, but if she does end up being in a relationship, it will be for the long term. So if you're out there, she's single, contact me and I will forward you onto her. But at the same time, at the moment, she is studying to further her career here in Australia. Is there anything else you want to say?
And I'd say thank you for watching. Is that how you close it though? No, I'm just sharing a bit of my story, and thank you for listening. I hope to see you again soon.